After losing his parents as a child, Filippo Lippi was sent by his aunt to be raised in a monastery, where he took monastic vows at the age of 15. His artistic character was shaped by the influence of the great Florentine artists, Masolino, Masaccio, and Fra Angelico. The young man, who loved life and was no stranger to earthly pleasures, found it difficult to endure the isolation of his surroundings and left the walls that had sheltered him. However, remaining grateful to the monastic brotherhood, he continued to wear the monk's habit, and the prefix Fra was added to his name, which means brother in Italian. His innate ability to admire and see beauty in the surrounding world not only predetermined the character of his works, but also raised Italian and then European painting to a new level. In 1458, the famous artist, who enjoyed the patronage of the all-powerful Medici family, was invited to paint an image of the Blessed Virgin for the altar of the convent of Santa Margherita. He was given the right to choose a model from among the novices. The choice fell on 17-year-old Lucrezia Butti. Upon completion, Filippo created another work for the convent, the Feast of Herod. Once again, Lucrezia posed for him as Salome. Love blossomed between the 50-year-old artist and the young nun, and since both were bound by vows, they fled. A scandal ensued. The unmarried couple had a son, whom they named Filippino. Filippino later became an artist himself and was friends with Filippo Lippi's pupil, Sandro Botticelli. Only after the intervention of Pope Pius II, who favored the artist's skill, were the vows of both monks lifted, and they were allowed to marry. The master's love for this girl was so great that he painted the picture known to us as Madonna and Child with Two Angels, in which he depicted his Lucrezia as the Madonna and little Filippino as the infant. Thanks to this amazing romantic story, the first painting was created in which a religious subject was essentially replaced by a secular one. In order for a child to be born, two people must unite. Lippi depicted this unity in the palms of their hands, folded in a prayer of thanksgiving to God. The distant palm belongs to Lucretia, and the closer one belongs to the artist. As a result, two amusing cherubs, more like neighborhood boys, lifted and presented her wonderful child to her mother. The child slightly moved the veil, revealing a small part of the body where the innocent soul that captivated the master dwells. The young woman is bright, pure, and resembles a cozy duckling who cannot get enough of her happiness. Behind her, on one side, is a small house that sheltered the fugitives, and on the other, behind the mountains, the towers of Florence rise menacingly. And a little closer on the mountain, at an inaccessible height, Filippo depicted himself and Lucrezia in the form of two trees leaning towards each other, as a symbol that no one could interfere with their happiness.